Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. This is a 2 p.m. calendar for the 10th day of the month. On the first day of the month, orders were read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. In just a moment, I'm going to call you up to the podium one at a time. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date, give you the location. I'll set your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you are living. If you're on probation, you'll be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the charges you're being seen here today indicate there may be a victim, I'll order you to stay away from that victim and do not return to the scene of the crime. At the end of the hearing, this fine officer or one of her associates, if they get in here, will be handing it all to you in writing. Take a moment, read it over again. Thank you, folks. We're going to start in just a minute. I'm going to read the victim's rights onto the record, then we'll start in about 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised you have the following rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of pleas, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you a loss. If you have not already been provided the written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. The record will reflect there are no victims present. Mr. Smith, you're first. Come on up, Mr. Smith. After Mr. Smith is Mr. John Millward. Mr. Millward, there's a chair right next to the door. Why don't you hop in there and be on deck, so to speak. Good morning. Strike that. Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. Tell me your full name.
Ron Smith.
Sir, this is a dangerous drugs for sale, a narcotic drugs for sale. Those are both Class 2 felonies. Also, dangerous drugs and narcotic drugs possession, a Class 4 felony. Drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 17th of November, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you were on felony release on another matter, you have to be held non-bondable until the 17th. Good luck, sir. All of this can change on the 17th. Good luck. John, come on up, John. After John is Brittany Plant. Brittany, why don't you hop in the chair next to the door, please? Good afternoon. Tell me your full name, sir.
John Vincent Millward.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is a dangerous drug case, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. False reporting to law enforcement, a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 17th, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you were on felony release on another matter, you have to be non-bondable until you see your next judge on the 17th. All of this can change. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
John, why don't you come on back just a second? There's two more quick matters. John, come back. I missed two. I want to tell you about two other quick matters. I want to put this with this. The next one's dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Again, I've appointed you an attorney. The judge who wants to see you on this also wants to see you on the 17th. Bond is $500. Don't worry about that until you solve the other problem. The other is a dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Bond is $1,000. Again, don't worry about that until the other case is solved, that first case is solved. You'll see all the judges on the 17th. Good luck, sir. I apologize.
Thank you.
Brittany, come on up, Brittany. And Andrew is after Brittany. Andrew, hop in the chair next to the door, if you would, please. Good afternoon. Tell me your full name, Ms. Plant.
Brittany Michelle Plant.
Ms. Plant, this is aggravated driving under the influence, a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is the 17th, downtown Phoenix. Because this allegedly happened while you're on felony release on another matter, you have to be held non-bondable till the 17th. The judge on the 17th can change all this. Good luck, miss.
Thanks.
Mecklemore? Andrew, come on up. And then Mr. Charles is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name, sir.
Andrew McLemore, Jr.
Sir, this is a dangerous drug case, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, criminal trespassing as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is on the 17th. Bond is set at $2,500 secured appearance. Good luck, sir. Elijah, Charles, Mr. Charles, and Mr. O'Toole is after Mr. Charles. Tell me your full name, sir.
Elijah Charles.
Sir, this is a dangerous drug case, Class 4 felony, aggravated driving under the influence. It has it down as a Class 6 felony. It could be a Class 6 felony, but it also could be a Class 4. That's one good reason why I'm appointing you an attorney. That way he or she can figure this out and get it squared away the correct way. Your next hearing is on the 17th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $2,500 secured appearance. Good luck, sir.
So I'll be staying until I pay a bond.
Yes, so $250. A secured appearance usually requires 10% down, $250, and an agreement with the bail bondsman. Make a phone call. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you better let us know what it's going
Mr. O'Toole, Edward?
to.
After Edward is Bobby. Bobby, why don't you hop in the chair next to the door? Tell me your full name, sir.
Edward O'Toole.
Mr. O'Toole, this is a burglary case, a Class 4 felony, disobeying a mandate of a court. That's usually violating a order of the court, order of protection, injunction against harassment. That's a misdemeanor, and criminal trespassing as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is the 17th of November, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $2,500. Again, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not make contact with the alleged victim, and you must obey that order of protection, or you'll be back here to see me again. Good luck, sir.
I obeyed it the first time.
Pardon me?
I obeyed it the first time.
Well, the police disagree with that. Good luck, sir. Bobby, come on up, Bobby. And on Bobby's case, there is a victim's impact statement that I did review. Tell me your full name, sir.
It's Bobby Calamanco, and I'm a female.
Sir, this is a criminal trespassing as a Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is on the 17th of November, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $2,500. You must not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You must not make contact with the alleged victim. Good luck, sir.
What victim?
Sir?
What
Good luck.
victim?
Good luck, sir. Good luck, sir.
Have to see where you are,
Bridget, Ms. Miranda Lopez. After Miranda, Ms. Lopez, Bridget, is Lionel. Lionel. Tell me your full name, please.
Bridget Miranda Lopez.
Miss, you have two different matters. The first one, Miss, is a probation violation. I have appointed you an attorney. Your probation revocation hearing is going to be on the 17th downtown Phoenix. I set bond in the amount of $50 because of this next one. This next one is a warrant for your arrest. It's another probation violation. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 17th. Different bond though. The bond is from the probation judge at $1,500. Please reach out to your probation officer. They may have some ideas that are helpful to you. Good luck.
Really? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Lionel, come on up, Lionel. And Mr. Henderson's after this gentleman.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Tell me your full name, sir.
Leonel Lespron.
I apologize for mispronouncing your first
It's all
name.
good.
Sir, this is unlawful flight as a Class 5 felony, resisting arrest as a Class 6 felony, obstruction of justice with a police officer, a misdemeanor, reckless driving as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 25th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. That lovely officer is going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Read it carefully. Those are the rules you have to follow to stay out of trouble between now and the 25th. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Trayvon, come on up. And Michael is after Trayvon. Tell me your full name, sir.
Sheriff John Henderson.
Sir, this is this is disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor, criminal damage as a misdemeanor. It's out of the Goodyear court system. I cannot appoint you an attorney in Goodyear. That's up to the Goodyear judge. You're going to meet the Goodyear judge on the 26th of this month down in downtown Goodyear. Sir, you cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime and you cannot make contact with the alleged victims. The Goodyear judge can change all of that on the 26th. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir. Does that mean
You'll be out in about 6 hours. Mr. Ferrero, Michael? Come on up, Michael. And Mr. Charles is after.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. Tell me your full name.
Michael Farrow.
Sir, this is disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor, criminal damage as a misdemeanor, and assault as a misdemeanor. I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanor charges. That's up to the Goodyear judge. You're going to meet the Goodyear judge on the 26th of this month in Goodyear. Sir, you're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. You can't return to the scene of the alleged crime. You can't make contact with the alleged victims. That's all up to the judge on the 26th.
Understood.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. Charles, come on up, Charles. And Cy, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct.
Say it again?
The next person is, last name Cy.
Oh, I apologize.
C-L-Y. Mr. Charles, tell me your full name.
Rent Scarden Charles.
Mr. Charles, this is unlawful flight as a Class 5 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing downtown Phoenix is the 25th day of this month in downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Perfect. I got a question. I don't know if it like involves.
I may not have an answer, but go ahead.
Well, I'll just let it go then.
No, you can go ahead and ask it.
No. I apologize.
No, it's up to you.
No. Thank you though.
All right, okay, all right. Tosi? And Samantha's after Tosi. Tell me your full name, please.
Sosi Kai Jr.
Thank you. Is it Cly?
Yes.
Thank you, I apologize. This is a probation violation matter, as well as a second probation violation matter. It's a warrant for your arrest out of the Superior Court. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 17th. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. As soon as you step outside this building, it'll be close to 8 o'clock at night. You must contact your probation officer. If you follow your probation officer's rules and my rules, mine are all in writing, the young lady will hand them to you. You're given the next judge you meet on the 17th. 2 good reasons to not lock you up on the 17th. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Samantha. Mr. Toasties?
Never mind, sorry.
Sure, okay, all right. Samantha, tell me your full name, please.
Samantha Rogers.
Thank you, Ms. Rogers. Ms. Rogers, this is a probation violation matter and another probation violation matter. I have appointed you an attorney, miss. Your probation revocation's on the 17th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Miss, as soon as you step outside this building, contact your probation officer. It'll be about 8 o'clock at night, but still make a phone call. If you follow their rules and my rules, you're given the next judge you meet on the 17th 2 good reasons to not keep you locked up on the 17th.
Okay.
Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm glad to see you guys anywhere.
Jane, Austin? Austin, come on up. Tell me your full name, please.
Janae McGowan.
You have a very soft voice. One more time, please.
Janae McGowan, Austin.
Thank you very much, miss. Miss, this is a drug paraphernalia as a misdemeanor, endangerment as a misdemeanor, 3 counts, and obstructing government operations as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you, I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors. That's up to the Highland Justice Court judge. You're going to meet that judge on the 20th of this month at the Highland Justice Court. I think that's off of 40th Street in Union Hills, if I remember correctly. You're being released on your own recognizance, miss. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Have a seat where you want.
Controlla? Controlla? And tell me your full name, sir.
Virtual controller?
Sir, this is 3 counts of endangerment of a minor. That's Class 1 misdemeanor, and also drug paraphernalia, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I cannot appoint you an attorney on those. That's up to the Highland Justice Court. You're going to meet the Highland Justice Court judge on the 20th of November at the Highland Justice Court. I believe that's 40th Street in Union Hills. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you.
And, officer, we're going to take a break and then do Mr. Henrich's case. Okay? What one did I screw up or?
No, I thought it had changed, but it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Everything's fine. Okay, just clear everybody else.
Ariel, Henderson, Lionel, Strong, Rogers, Charles, Brandon Charles? Yes. Clyde, and Michael Farrell.
While we're clearing it, I'm going to do the one house call. Number 6 is a house call for behavioral reasons. It's Mr. Hall, Antonio Hall's case. It's a burglary, Class 4 felony, assault as a misdemeanor, a simple assault, a second assault as a misdemeanor. I've appointed an attorney. Next hearing date, downtown Phoenix, is the 17th. Bond is $5,000. Mr. Henrich, William, come on up. Tell me your full name, sir.
William and Bobby Hendrick Sr.
Thank you. Sir, the reason why the officer was kind enough to clear the courtroom is basically for safety and precautions. These types of charges sometimes make people upset. When people get upset, sometimes there's problems. And we don't want to have any problems involving you or anyone else if we can avoid it. So please do not show anybody the paperwork here, and do not talk to anybody about these charges here. In fact, only talk to your attorney if you would do that for your own safety and the safety of others. Sir, this is 5 counts of child physical abuse, Class 2 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 17th of November, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $25,000. Good luck, sir.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Sir, absolutely.
With this situation, it's with my son, and I know that you looked at the documents and everything like that. he hasn't gotten in trouble in 5 months or nothing like that. And this is from my sister that she hasn't seen him in 3 years. And this is just something that she pulled up. Like, I don't really have nobody to call. I don't have nobody to talk to or nothing. Like, the bond money, I have it in my account and I can do it. And also, I have people that I can get to go ahead and get into my account to go do it. I just don't have their phone numbers. So this sort of like put me in a bad predicament when I don't even get in trouble. Like, I don't even have priors or anything of this kind of situation of nature.
Well, sir, I'm not changing the bond amount, and you can try to get into your phone, but you'll have to make a request through the sheriff's office to get to it, because it is in safekeeping. I don't know if they will grant it or not, but you're in their custody, and I'm not going to order it. I've
Okay.
done what I've done, and now, if you can come up with a bond, great. If you can pay it from other sources, that's great too. I wish you the best of luck.
With that, with the information that she told me as well, should I put myself in PC or no?
What do you mean?
Like, because I'm going to be here until the bond is paid, so.
Sir, there's no problem where you're at as long as people don't know why you're here.
Okay.
That's why everybody was clear out there. There's no reason why anybody has to know why you're here. All right?
Okay.
Good luck.
And I just have to ask the sheriff for my phone, correct?
You can ask. I don't know if they'll do it, but that's up to them.
Okay.
They have custody of all that.
Here's Dr. Class, and they'll be able to classify.
Did I miss anything, boss lady? Okay. That concludes the calendar. I'm going to go with one of the officers for a house call.
Yep. All right. Please be seated. Okay. Good afternoon. This is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 10th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law. That, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. As you all heard in the recording earlier, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed to assist you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what the bond amount might be, and what your release conditions are. I will not read all your release conditions to you. I may point out one or two that are specific to your case. It is your responsibility to read through your release conditions. You are all here on criminal matters, which means you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be held against you. These hearings are being broadcast and recorded. I will ask you for your name and for your date of birth. I'll call you in one at a time. Please come stand here at the podium in the center of the room. The second person's name that I call, please have a seat by the door. There is a chair right there. Okay. Thanks. Okay, thank you. We'll begin today with Brian Valenzuela. Please come to the podium. After that, Darren Worley. Please have a seat by the door.
Hello, madam.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Brian Alexander Valenzuela, 11/16/1995.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged that you violated term 1 of your probation and that you pled guilty to drug sales in Pima County, which is a class 2 felony.
Pinell.
Sorry. Thank
okay.
you. So an attorney is going to be appointed for you at your next hearing, which is November 17th, 8:30 in the morning downtown. And you are not eligible for release today. Under the Arizona Criminal Rules of Procedure 7.2c, you are going to be held without bond.
All right.
You'll have all this information on your paperwork, including your attorney's phone number, and the next judge may change these orders.
Alrighty.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Darren Worley, please come to the podium, and then Justin Armstrong, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Darren Worley.
And your date of birth, sir?
February 16, 1995.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you committed 1 count of criminal trespass in a structure, which is a Class 6 felony, 1 count criminal damage, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, 1 count of disorderly conduct, and those 3 allegations are all being alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix, and that will be on November 25th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under supervised release. That means that you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Do not have any drugs without a valid prescription, and make sure to keep your court address updated. If you fail to attend your hearing, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Justin Armstrong, please come to the podium. And then after that will be Melvin Harris. Please say your name and date of birth.
Justin Armstrong, October 17, 2000.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It was alleged that you had a weapon and you're prohibited from having one. That's a Class 4 felony. Also, assault, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. Those are all misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release today under a secured appearance bond of $25,000. That's the county's recommendation, and it's based on significant elevated risk of violation of conditions of release. So you would be released with electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I do understand that you do have children in common with the alleged victim. So because that is the case, this would not interfere necessarily with your ability to parent, but you would need to go through a third party in order to set up the parent time. No contact with the victim, or it may be considered aggravated harassment. If the children's names are added to an order of protection, then they would not be allowed contact either. All of this information is on your paperwork. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will be held in custody and you'll be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Melvin Harris, please come to the podium, and after that will be Christopher Howard. And before you speak, sir, I understand that you do have an attorney here today.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Would you like to announce?
Yes, my name is Joanna Baxter from Grand Canyon Law Group. I am appearing virtually on behalf of Melvin Harris, who is present.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. Here we go. It looks like, according to the warrant, there are several allegations under the term 25 that are alleged to have been violated. And so the warrant is requesting $7,500 as the bond amount. Ms. Baxter, did you want to discuss the warrant or the release conditions today?
Yes, if I could just discuss the release conditions specifically. So Mr. Harris did not, it was my understanding that he was arrested specifically for this instance for not appearing for his disposition hearing. And he wasn't specifically served, so he wasn't aware that that hearing was going forth. And then once he became aware of his non-appearance, he contacted our office immediately. And we've been working to quash that warrant, and we are hired full-time. We're asking that he be released as an OR bond because first, the probation already has him on electronic monitoring, and we're here to support him throughout the process because he hired us full time. So we're asking that the court release him on an OR bond if possible.
Okay, one moment, please, while I consider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Baxter, when did you all become his attorney?
I believe he hired us. I think he reached out to us on Friday, but hold on.
Oh, okay, because I was looking for your motion. It doesn't look like it's been updated yet in the system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everything has happened fairly quickly. But it has been filed. I don't know if you can, when you'll be able to see it.
Right, unfortunately, the docket is not always reflective of what's actually happened, and I can only see the docket.
Okay.
Okay, so I did read through the APET's notes, and I do understand your position. I understand that you believe the electronic monitoring is sufficient, and I do see in the APET's notes that they are able to track your whereabouts and that you are performing your duties, your job. I also noted the other violations in the APET's notes that are fairly recent, but I understand that's an argument for probation court. I am not concerned with you absconding, so I am going to go ahead and edit this order. I understand that that is an issue for probation court, but since you are under electronic monitoring, then that should be sufficient. So let me add that back in. Okay, that should be ready to print again. Thank you. So this will be the orders of the court. There is an attorney appointed to assist you. However, I understand that you have hired one. If for some reason it doesn't work out with Ms. Baxter's firm, the state is ready to provide you an attorney that day. You can always dismiss them or refuse their services. That is not a problem. I just hate for anyone to show up and for whatever reason not have a counsel. Okay, your next hearing will be November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing under the supervision of your probation officer with electronic monitoring continuing. You are not to have any contact with the arresting officer, no weapons, drugs, alcohol, the same terms of regular probation. Of course, you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and then you do need to comply with that term of your probation. I think it's 25. That's specific to you. Ma'am, did you have anything else you would like to say during this hearing?
I did not. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you both for your time. Do you want to speak? Because you have an attorney speaking for you. Okay. Thank you both for your time. You'll have your paperwork, and a copy will be sent to you since you've included your notice of appearance. Just so you know, though, that notice of appearance doesn't go into Superior Court because we don't have a court clerk in this facility. So if you haven't filed that at the Superior Court, you have to still do that.
Thank you. I believe the notice of appearance was filed with the motion to quash with the Superior Court.
Okay, perfect. I just can't see that yet in the docket. All right, thank you for your time. You may have a seat. Okay, now we'll move on to Christopher Howard, and then after that will be Sean Azzarello. Christopher Howard, please. Please say your name and your date of birth.
My name is Christopher Lee Howard, 073089.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 3 matters. The first one is an out-of-county warrant, and it looks like it's from Coconino County. So an attorney will be appointed to assist you at your next hearing there. That's at the Coconino County Superior Court on November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. The bond amount set there is $5,000, and this court does affirm that bond. Your other 2 matters are probation violation warrants, and they both allege that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. And so that's after your Coconino one. You do have bond on both of those matters. It is $250 each, so that's $500 total. So altogether with your Coconino warrant, it's $5,500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, make sure you call your probation officer and go to your hearings. If you are not able to pay all of that bond, you will remain in custody and you will be transported to your hearings, and the next judges may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sean Azzarello, please come to the podium. J.D. Kundek, please have a seat by the door.
Hello.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Sean Azzarello, January 24th, 1983.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging criminal trespass of a residential structure, that's a Class 6 felony, as well as criminal damage, which is a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning, and you are eligible for bond in the new case. It is $1,500. And supervision. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I understand you're on probation, so you'd also need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Your second matter here today is a municipal court warrant about disorderly conduct or fighting. So an attorney has been appointed for you at your next hearing at Peoria Municipal Court. And that's November 13th at 9 a.m. Because you are being held in bond on the other matter, I have set a placeholder bond for you here of $50. If you are able to pay all the bonds, then make sure you go to both hearings, and I've included Peoria's phone number for you as well, so you can contact them and make sure you know what you need to do. And again, because you mentioned that you were on probation, make sure to contact your probation officer if you are released.
Is there any way, Your Honor, thank you, Your Honor, is there any way you can lower my bond a bit?
So on your new allegation of the criminal trespass, that's a Class 6 felony, that was based on the county's recommendation, and that's because of your 7 prior felonies and 10 prior misdemeanor convictions, including 6 trespassing convictions. So that's why it is what it is.
I understand, Your Honor. I have a lot going on, you know, and you know, I just promised to be at my court dates. You know, I'll take care of it.
I appreciate your promise, but I do see that you have multiple failures to appear, and so I believe that bond will be incentive for you to go to your hearings.
Yeah.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. J.D. Kundek, please come to the podium. Edward Gidney, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
J.D. Marshall Kundek, 8/30/91.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new case. It's alleged that you had a weapon and you were prohibited from having one. That's a Class 4 felony. That you had drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. Shoplifting by concealment and shoplifting removal of goods, those are both misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you at your next hearing downtown Phoenix on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It's set at $1,000 with pretrial services supervising you if you are released. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If an order of harassment is issued against you, make sure to comply with that. It is a court order. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a seat. Edward Gidney, please come to the podium. Naibul Atam, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Edward Gidney, 11/20/88.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a probation violation warrant. It's alleged you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you at your next hearing downtown Phoenix, November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It is a $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that, you will be supervised by your probation officer, so call them within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing. And the next judge may change these orders. And I only show one probation case for you.
I can't get a large.
Not today, sir.
No.
No.
I just got my job started.
So you have a warrant because of probation violations. So you can go and talk to the probation judge or your attorney. Their phone number's on the paperwork.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Naibal Atem, please come to the podium. Theodric Williams, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Naibal Atem, September 19, 2002.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new municipal court case alleging disorderly conduct, fighting, along with assault. These are both being alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be at the Peoria Municipal Court on November 13th at 9 a.m. Because this is a domestic violence case, that attorney will assist you in your hearing, and you do have a $50 bond. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you go to your hearing, but also follow the release conditions. They include you are not to return to the scene of the alleged incident or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I do understand that that may be your residence, and so I have included one time you may go back with law enforcement escorts. You need to call the law enforcement in your area first. They can escort you to get necessary items like medication, identification, clothing that you need between now and your hearing date. Don't go without law enforcement. It may be considered aggravated harassment and it would also be disobeying a court order. If you are not able to pay the $50, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing, and the next judge can change these orders. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Theodric Williams, please come to the podium. Jose Maldonado, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Theodric Williams, 32485.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a justice court warrant. It's alleging a probation violation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is November 14th at 8:30 in the morning, and that's at the West McDowell Justice Court.
West McDowell.
So their information, including their phone number, will be on your paperwork. You have a $50 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing at West McDowell. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will be transported to your hearing. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Jose Maldonado, please come to the podium. Clyde Kennedy, have a seat by the door.
Your Honor.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
My name is Jose Maldonado. Date of birth is 10/25/70.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant. So this is a direct complaint. What happened is, in February 19th of this year, you were arrested for possession or use of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, and then the drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony, and then you were released. Well, now the state has brought charges, so an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on November 25th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under supervised release, so make sure that you go to this hearing. If you fail to appear at your hearing, they will issue a warrant for your arrest, which will require bond. So you have an attorney, their information's on your paperwork, and you have a hearing date. Make sure you go to the hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Clyde Kennedy, please come to the podium. And then after that will be Frank Sanchez. Please say your name and date of birth.
Clyde Kennedy, 8271.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and then drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 25th at 8:30 in the morning, and you are being released today under supervised release. If you do not go to that hearing, they will issue a warrant for your arrest, and that will most likely require bond. So today you are being released with pretrial services.
Thank you very much, Your
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Frank Sanchez, please come to the podium. Austin Bowler, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Frank Valencia Sanchez Jr., 9674.
Thank you,
September
sir.
6, 1974.
You're here today on an arrest warrant. This is a direct complaint from 2024. So you had been arrested on September 24th for possession or use of dangerous drugs, which is a Class 4 felony, narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, and then a different type of count of possession or use of narcotic drugs, which is a Class 4 felony. So you were arrested at that time, and then you were let go, and now the state has brought charges against you. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, November 25th at 8:30 in the morning. You will be released today under pretrial services, and they will assist you in getting to that hearing. Make sure you go, or they will issue a warrant for your arrest that does require bond. Okay, please take your paperwork.
I gotta ask something. I had a falling out with my mother, and I was staying with my mom for a little while, and then, like, I didn't get the court paper to go to court. So
I understand, and that's why I'm not asking for any bond today, because I understand that you did not receive the original summons.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Austin Bowler, please come to the podium.
Morning.
Please say your name and your date of birth.
Austin Bowler, 10/9/2001.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is the Justice Court warrant out of White Tank Justice Court, and it looks like they're actually both out of White Tank Justice Court, but they're for different allegations. So because these are both misdemeanors now, we can't appoint an attorney to assist you, but you can hire one or you can represent yourself.
Okay.
On both of them, you have a hearing coming up on November 25th, and that's at 9:30 in the morning at the White Tank Justice Court.
Okay.
On both of them, you are going to be released today on your promise to go and get this taken care of. I've included their phone number for you as well. If you continue to not work with them, I'm not sure what they need, a payment plan or what, it's not my purview. So call them, go to your hearing and get it sorted out, or they'll keep issuing warrants for you.
I was gonna get it taken care of. My probation officer, he got on me. He told me, he goes, "Hey, I was in treatment at the time. I just got out of treatment." He told me, "Just do what you're doing." He goes, "I'll tell you when you need to worry about it." And
well, now you need to worry about it. Yeah. Okay.
I'll get handled.
All right, and I don't have any orders about you being probation, that you're in it right now, but if you are on probation right now, make sure you call your probation officer to let them know that you had law enforcement contact and that you were released.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Please take your paper. I don't believe we have any other matters on the calendar, so at this time, the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar is in recess until 8 p.m. Please be seated. Good evening. This is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for November 10th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this hearing is very specific. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney will be appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what type of bond there might be, and your release conditions. I will not read all the release conditions to you. That is your responsibility to review, but the general ones are: do not contact the arresting officer, do not drive without a valid license, do not take prescription drugs or any drugs without a valid prescription, and keep the court updated with your address. If your matter has something specific, I will point that out to you. Please remember you're all here on criminal matters. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be held against you. These hearings are being recorded as well as being broadcast. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. Because these hearings are being broadcast, we may have victims watching these hearings tonight as well. So I will read the victim advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, and to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. I'll now begin calling you in one by one. I'll call the first person. Please come stand here in the center where the microphone is on the podium. And then the second person, if you'll have a seat right there by the door, there is a chair. That way we can move quickly. Everything that I say that is important will be on your written orders, so you can review that after your hearing as well. We'll begin with Terrence Pennington. Please come to the podium. After that will be Pablo Garcia. Have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Terrence Javon Pennington, 1/24/1984.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a grand jury warrant. It is alleged that on August 25th, 2024, you were promoting prison contraband, which is a Class 2 felony. The grand jury found probable cause, so I am appointing an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 18th at 8:30 in the morning. The grand jury did set a bond of $4,000, but you are here on a writ from DOC Lewis, so do not pay the bond. Even though you'll see that in there, you would not be released. Okay, please take your paperwork and have a seat. Pablo Garcia, please come to the podium. Adam Mahan, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Pablo Garcia, 06/15/2003.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a failing to appear at your sentencing, so you're also here on a writ in order to fulfill this case. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you already. Your next hearing is November 20th at 8:30 in the morning, and you do have a bond set at $5,000, but because you would be returned to DOC Lewis, do not pay that bond. Okay. There will be release conditions on there, but they're not for you until after you get your, okay.
I know.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Adam Mahan, please come to the podium. Renzi Charles, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Adam Michael Mahan, 6/19/77.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It looks like there's allegations that you violated terms 6 and 7 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix, November 17th. On your first matter, your probation bond is $500. That's a secured appearance bond, and you'd be released to the supervision of your probation officer. Your other matter here before the court is a failing to appear at your trial management conference. So you already have an attorney in this case. Your next hearing will be November 18th at 8:30 in the morning. On this one, there is a bond amount of $9,000. It is a secured appearance bond, but it is $9,000. So if you are able to pay both bonds, so that's a total of $9,500, make sure you call your probation officer and go to both hearings that are on your paperwork. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Renzi Charles, please come to the podium. Brooks Ellisor, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Rance Charles, 1/20/1998.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is an out-of-county warrant. It is a cash-only bond from Pinal County. So you have a hearing coming up at Central Pinal Justice Court. An attorney will be appointed for you there, and it's on November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. Your bond in both of these matters is $1,481. So the other one is pretty much identical, but it's different charges. It's also from Pinal County, and it's Central Pinal Justice Court, also on November 14th. So when you get there, there will be an attorney there to assist you. If you're able to pay the bond, you must get yourself there. So just a little under $3,000 cash.
Is it am I going to be extradited over there, or they?
Right. So if you don't pay the bond, you will remain in custody, and you will be transported to the hearing. And then the next judge could change these orders. So they will take you to Pinal Justice Court if you don't pay the bond.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Brooks Ellisor, please come to the podium. Andrew Daniels, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Brooks Ellisor, July 2nd, 1999.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It's alleged that you committed aggravated assault against a first responder. That's a Class 4 felony. Also that you resisted arrest, which is a Class 6 felony, and then caused criminal damage, which is a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning, and you do have a secured appearance bond set at $2,500. That was the county's recommendation. This court found that it was reasonable. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released under pretrial services with alcohol and drug testing. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and you'll be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. All of this information, including your attorney's phone number, is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Andrew Daniels, please come to the podium. Louis Ramos, have a seat by the door. Might be Luis Ramos. Please say your name and date of birth.
Andrew Daniels, 8/21/72.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case. It is alleged that you committed criminal trespassing in a residential structure. That's a Class 6 felony, and that you had drug paraphernalia on you, which is a Class 6 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. And this court did affirm the county's recommended bond, which is $2,500 secured appearance bond. If you make that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Also, it looks like you are on probation, so you'd need to call your probation officer within 72 hours. Your other matter here today is a probation violation warrant. So when you have new alleged criminal activity, that's a term 1 violation of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. A revocation arraignment hearing will be held on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You have a $50 placeholder bond there on your probation just to make sure you get transported there if you're not able to pay the other bond. So together, for both of your matters, it is $2,550 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay it, call your probation officer on your release and go to both hearings. If you are not able to pay it, you will remain in custody and be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Luis Ramos, please come to the podium. Alfred Guerrero, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Luis Ramos, 4/21/89.
And your name, sir.
Huh?
Your name.
Luis Ramos.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 matters. It looks like they are both probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond on both matters. One of them is $250, the other one is $500. So that's $750 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released under the supervision of your probation officer, so you need to contact them within 72 hours and go to your hearings.
Yeah, I've been calling him, but he haven't been answering.
Okay, so that would be something to take up with him when you go to your hearings or the judge. And you can also talk to your attorney about that.
Okay.
That attorney phone number is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Alfred Guerrero, please come to the podium. Sophia Zavala, have a seat by the door.
Hello, good afternoon, or good evening.
Good evening. Please
Yeah,
say
thank
your
you
name
for
and your
allowing me
date
to
of
be
birth.
here, Your Honor. Alfred John Guerrero,
And your date of birth, sir?
January 12th, 1978.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged that you violated terms 3, 6, 7, and 11 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is set at $750 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer when you are released and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and you will be transported to the hearing. The next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
I have a question.
Okay, you may ask a question.
How do you say your name, to be honest with me?
Gentry.
Your full name?
Well, it's Commissioner Gentry, sir.
Oh, I see. Well, it's funny that I'd seen you quite a few times by now, and so I disagree that I owe anybody $1,700 and whatever fuck dollars. Because I've seen you before.
Please have a seat. Thank you, sir. Sophia Zavala, please come to the podium. Jonathan Ortiz, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Sophia Zavala, and January 3rd, 1993.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I apologize. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $750. If you are able to pay that bond, please call your probation officer within 72 hours of release and go to your hearing. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, ma'am. Jonathan Ortiz, please come to the podium. Neldon Adair, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Jonathan Ortiz, December 4th, 2001.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant. It was alleged that you caused or committed criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree. You had drug paraphernalia and resisted arrest. All of these are being alleged as misdemeanors. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you because there is bond set. Your next hearing is at McDowell Mountain Justice Court on November 14th at 8:30 in the morning, and there's a secured appearance bond set of $500. If you are able to pay the bond, please go to your hearing and an attorney will be there to assist you. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will be transported to the hearing. Again, the attorney will be there, and the next judge may change these orders. I see that you are wearing all orange. Did you have another type of hold, or you just not have the right clothes today?
It was a violation. I'm still here at Watkins right now.
You have another hold? Some other type of violation?
No, this is the hold.
Oh, okay. So you just didn't have the right clothes today?
No, ma'am, he came from Watkins, he basically.
Oh, okay. All right. So talk to your attorney before you pay any bond to make sure you'd actually get out.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Meldon Adair, please come to the podium. Brittany and Tony, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Meldon there, 04/21/1996.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because you failed to go to your status conference. So you already have an attorney appointed in your case. Your next hearing will be November 17th at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
You now have a secured appearance bond set at $500, and you still have pretrial services as supervising when you are released. If you are not able to pay the $500, you will remain in custody this time and be transported to the hearing, and then the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Brittany and Tony, please come to the podium, and then Brittany Eschleman, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Brittany Anton, 6/11/87.
Thank you, and I apologize for mispronouncing your name. You're here today because you failed to go to a status conference, and so you already have an attorney in that case. Your next hearing will be November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $500. If you are able to pay that bond, you'll be released under pretrial services supervision. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Brittany Eschleman, please come to the podium, and then Joshua Ricketson, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Brittany Dell Eschleman, 3/27/86.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It appears that you failed to go to your non-witness violation hearing that was held on November 6th. So you already have an attorney in that case. Your next hearing will now be November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for bond. It's a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to pay that bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you're not able to pay the bond, you will be held in custody and be transported to the hearing, and the next judge may change these orders.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Joshua Ricketson, please come to the podium. Daniel Gilbert, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Josh Ricketson, 8/20/1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new municipal court case. It's alleged that you committed disorderly conduct and assault. These are both being alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and is appointing an attorney to assist you because they are domestic violence in nature. There was a victim statement submitted, which this court did consider. Your next hearing will be at the El Mirage Municipal Court on November 17th at 10 a.m. You are eligible for bond today. It is a secured appearance bond of $50. If you're able to pay the bond, there are release conditions. Please review them carefully, but they do include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. I understand this may be your residence, and so I have included a civil standby. That means you may go one time with law enforcement escorting you to the home to retrieve things like medication, identification, clothing that you might need between now and then. As far as having children in common with the alleged victim, You may still see your children, but you'll have to go through a third party because you can't have contact with the victim. So you'll need to call someone else to make arrangements. These orders stand until the next hearing. At the next hearing in El Mirage Municipal Court, that judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Daniel Gilbert, please come to the podium. Dylan Hayes, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Yes, Daniel Gilbert, August 21st, 1986, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant for criminal trespassing. An attorney has been appointed for you at the West McDowell Justice Court. Your next hearing will be November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. And the attorney is appointed for the limited representation as far as bond goes. This court has set a $50 secured appearance bond for you to go to that hearing. If you're able to pay the bond and are released, which I'm not sure because you're wearing all orange, did you have not appropriate clothes or are you being held for something else?
Just not appropriate clothes.
Okay, no problem. So,
Yeah, I just don't have any other clothes.
he's a page 2, so is he being held on something else too? I know he's a page.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I misunderstood the question. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I just don't want you to pay your bond.
No, I'm not.
If you're not going to get out. So that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Because that would be unfortunate for you to pay a bond and then still not be released.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be transported to your hearing on November 14th. And then the next judge may change these orders. And once you get through the process with your various cases, you'll be that much closer.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Dylan Hayes, please come to the podium. Lateef Ellington, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Dylan Hayes, 01/03/2003.
Thank you, sir, and I apologize for missaying your name.
You're okay.
You are here today on a new case. It's alleged that you committed criminal trespassing in a residential structure. That's a Class 6 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and so has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on November 25th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under pretrial services. So you're going to get your paperwork with this information and an envelope, and they will try to assist you to get to this hearing. If you fail to go to the hearing, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest.
I just have a question.
Okay.
I don't really have a job, so I don't really, the thing you were saying before, does it have a bond?
No.
Okay.
You're going to be released today without a bond.
Okay, I just asking because I'm kind of homeless right now.
Okay, I do understand. And I did read that police report that included information about your situation. So it is important that you not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. That wasn't your residence.
Yeah, I know. I still receive mail there occasionally, though. I don't.
Right.
So I'm trying to get that all figured out, but.
Yeah, you'll have to take care of that with the post office.
Okay. I'm just asking. I don't.
Okay. And you can ask questions like this of your attorney, too.
Oh, okay.
You can ask them for assistance. There's been one appointed to help you.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if pretrial services would have resources for you there, but they might be able to direct you to places that could help with your unique situation.
All right.
So it's okay to ask.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Please make sure you read your release conditions and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Lateef Ellington, please come to the podium. Dario Banderas, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Lateef Ellington, 07/10/2006.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It's alleged that you committed criminal damage, defacement, which is a Class 5 felony, that you left an accident and failed to stay at an accident. There are two different allegations. They're both misdemeanors. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and has appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is going to be downtown Phoenix on November 25th, and that's at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under supervised release, but it's important that you not have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Also, don't return to the scene of the alleged crime. Once you go to your hearing on November 25th, that judge may change these orders because they might be ordering restitution or other things where you do have to have contact. But for right now, just only speak with your attorney and with the judge.
Okay.
Okay.
I have
Please.
a question.
Yes, sir?
Do you know where if the car was towed, am I still able to get it?
Usually in situations like this, they are impounded, but I would ask the law enforcement agency that assisted you.
Outside, or like who should I ask?
So it looks like on your case, it was in El Mirage.
Right, yeah.
So you're going to need to speak with the El Mirage Police Department about your vehicle.
Probably tomorrow.
Well, you're getting out today,
Oh, okay.
so that's up to you. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Dario Banderas, please come to the podium, and then Joseph Santos, have a seat by the door. And Joseph, please have a seat and just wait there for a minute, because when we're done here, I have to make a phone call, okay? So just have a seat. Thank you, sir. Please say your name and date of birth.
Dario Banderas, 3/21/1986.
Thank you, sir. So you are here today on a justice court warrant. It's alleging criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia, both misdemeanors. So I haven't appointed a counsel for you because they're misdemeanors.
Right.
Are you in custody for something else?
Yeah, I've been in custody since September 7th.
Okay.
By
So I'm going to need to change yours and give you a $50 bond to make sure you get transported to this hearing. I would hate for you to miss it and have another failure to appear. All right. So I'm putting this $50 bond in here just so that you are transported. Don't pay the bond, right, if you're on custody on something else.
Right.
All right. I have included their phone number for you as well. I don't know if it will help you or not, but if you're able to call West Mesa Justice Court and find out what you can do to be prepared for your hearing, that's always a good idea.
Okay. When was my next court?
November 14th at 8:30 in the morning. So you have about 4 days between now and when you'll be transported over there. And then whatever your situation is, you'll revert to that.
Okay. Running concurrent or?
I can't tell you that.
Okay.
But by placing bond, you should get some credit for the days that you're waiting.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Please take your paperwork and have a seat, and we just need to hang on for just one moment. I have a warrant I need to call in. Good. Joseph Santos, please come to the podium. Okay. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joseph Santos, 3/25/1975.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant, but we saw that Judge Kiefer signed an early termination petition for you on October 1st, stating that early termination will be granted by this court 30 days from this date. A final order, though, has not been entered into ISIS. So it doesn't indicate that the probation was actually terminated. So in abundance of caution, this court is going to find no probable cause on this termination, or excuse me, on this term 1 violation, but I'm still going to appoint an attorney to assist you, and there will still be a hearing.
Okay.
So are you in custody on something else?
Yes.
You
Yes,
are in custody on something else. Okay. Shoot. So that was not listed in my notes. I need to set bond for you at $50 to make sure you get transported there unless you think you're going to be out of custody by November 17th. You're not. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. It was my intention to just release you to go get this taken care of, but I am going to have to do, so I'm going to put a placeholder in to make sure that you get transported so that they can determine what they're going to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, it should be signed. All right, I am not ordering any other release conditions at this time, but I am just setting that $50 bond so that you will be transported to your hearing. That also means your hearing is still November 17th. Your attorney's phone number is on the paperwork, and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, please have a seat. They'll bring your paperwork in just a moment. Okay, and there it went. Okay, going to go off the record for just a moment while I call for a... Thank you for your patience this evening. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Jesse Estrella Vasquez, 11/27/1992.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. One is a grand jury warrant. It's alleging that you failed to register as a sex offender. That's a Class 4 felony, and then registering false or public records. I'm not sure exactly how to say that statute. It's a Class 6 felony. So this grand jury warrant is issued on August 15th. I understand that you went to go take care of some of this, but the warrant is still valid and it has to go through the process. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is November 18th at 8:30 in the morning, and the grand jury warrant is in the amount of $1,000 secured appearance bond. Your other matter here today is the Superior Court new case, which is alleging that you had dangerous drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, November 17th at 8:30 in the morning. There's a secured appearance bond of $500 set for that matter. So it's a $1,500 secured appearance bond. If you are able to pay that bond, make sure you contact your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your two hearings. If you are not able to pay the bond, you will remain in custody and be transported to the hearing, and then the next judge may change these orders. All of this information, including your attorney's phone number, is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This was our last matter for the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar. It is now in recess until 11 p.m.
Thank you.
All right, please.
Thank you so much. Please be seated. It is November 10th, 2025. We are about to proceed with the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar. Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me while I read two announcements. First is that the court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar day of this month shall apply to today's calendar. And also, if you're the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's counsel, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call each one of you into the courtroom individually. As part of your hearing, I'm going to do several things. I'm going to advise you what type of matter you're being seen on today. I'm going to let you know whether or not the court is appointing you an attorney to represent you in your matter. I will read you your next court date, and I will let you know if you are eligible for release, and if so, what the release terms and conditions are. Among release terms and conditions are, of course, a potential bond amount, and there are also other release conditions, some of which I may go over with you in court. Some of those conditions I may not, though. So it's going to be very important that you take your paperwork from the officer on your way out of the courtroom, that you keep your paperwork, and that you read it. Make sure you know when your next court dates are, and make sure you understand all of the release terms imposed by the court. We will start with Matthew Torres, please.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, may I have your name and date of birth?
Matthew Torres, 12/6/1968.
Thank you so much, Mr. Torres. All right, I have you here on one matter today.
Yes.
It is a violation of probation warrant out of Yavapai County.
Yes.
Okay. The court is appointing an attorney to represent you in this matter. However, well, let me ask you this first off.
Okay.
You looked surprised about that.
Yeah.
Can you afford to hire an attorney to represent you?
No, I don't understand why I need an attorney here in this court.
So this is a probation violation matter, is a felony matter, okay? If you can not afford to hire your own attorney, this court will appoint you one, okay?
So, okay, go ahead, sorry.
All right, so can you afford an attorney today?
No.
Okay, all right. So the court will appoint you an attorney. Yavapai County will likely require that you fill out their financial paperwork, and they will verify all of your financial information to affirm the appointment of that attorney. That attorney will be appointed by Yavapai County. Your next hearing is an arraignment hearing. And that's on November 14th at 8:30 a.m. That date and the location of the courthouse will be on your paperwork.
November 14th, you said?
November 14th at 8:30 a.m.
Now, is that Yavapai County or his?
That is Yavapai County.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that will be on your paperwork. Pursuant to Arizona law, you are not eligible for release. Okay, so when the warrant was issued by the judge in Yavapai County, they indicated that there's a substantial likelihood that your probation would be revoked and that you would likely be serving a term of incarceration. So, pursuant to Arizona law and the Arizona rules of criminal procedure, this court's hands are tied, and you will be held without bond. Now, your next hearing again is an arraignment, and it's in less than a week. Okay, so you can certainly discuss with your attorney issues pertaining to release. Okay?
So you guys will hold me here or in Yavapai County?
So Yavapai County has indicated that they do want to extradite you. Now, in terms of, you will be held here until they do that. And
held here and until my court, and then they'll pick me up right before my court date?
I don't know when they'll pick you up. But you will be held here until Yavapai County comes.
So they could come tomorrow, they could come.
I don't know, sir.
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so I'm not getting charged in this court though, in Maricopa County?
No, you were just picked up on the warrant in Maricopa County.
And you guys are gonna hold me until they come pick me up?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Your paperwork is with the office.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Rick Halcom, please. Hello, sir.
Hello,
May I have your name and date of birth?
Rick Lee Yahakam, 6/10/64.
Okay. Sir, I have you here on one matter today.
What?
I have you here on one matter today. It is a failure to pay warrant that initiated from the Arrowhead Justice Court. Okay? So this is a warrant, again, a failure to pay warrant on a case, rather old case. I believe it was from 2007, if my memory serves, involving 2 counts of contracting without a license.
That is correct.
All right. So, your next hearing is on November 14th at 8:30 a.m. That will be at the Arrowhead Justice Court.
The one in Surprise you're talking about?
You know, the address will be written on your paperwork.
Okay, I just was unsure.
Okay. When the justice of that Justice Court issued the warrant, the justice requested a bond, a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,245. Okay? So, this court is affirming that bond for today's purposes.
I can do the bond right now.
Okay. Ordinarily, you would not be entitled to a court-appointed attorney for this type of offense. However, because the court is imposing that bond, I am appointing you an attorney just for purposes of assisting you with this bond issue, if you need that on down the road. Okay. So, your other terms of release, including the secured appearance bond, are just standard, no driving without a license, and continue to provide the court with your proof of local address. And all of those terms, including your bond, and again, your next court date will be on your paperwork.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you so much, sir. And you can just get your paperwork from the officer on your way out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, could I have Daniel Davis, please?
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, may I have your name and date of birth?
Daniel Davis, 06/19/1990.
Thank you so much. All right, so I have you here for 2 matters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first matter is a warrant from Yavapai County. So the failure to appear warrant, Yavapai County, that's for the case involving 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, and 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. All right? The court is appointing an attorney to represent you, and that attorney, of course, will be assigned by Yavapai County. Your next court date is November 14th at 8:30 a.m. When this warrant issued from Yavapai County requested a bond in the amount of $5,000. So you are eligible for release.
Okay.
And the court is going to affirm that secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000.
Okay.
Other terms of release will be on your paperwork, so make sure that you read those and understand and follow them.
Okay.
Your second matter is an initial arrest warrant out of the West McDowell Justice Court, so here in Maricopa County. That's on a case involving 1 count of staff to Class 1 misdemeanor. Typically, you wouldn't be eligible for a court-appointed attorney for that type of offense.
Okay.
However, in this case, I will be imposing a bond. So the court is appointing you an attorney to help you with the bond issue only if you need it.
Okay.
Your next hearing is an arraignment hearing on November 14th at 8:30 a.m. That is at the West McDowell Justice Court. When the warrant issued, that Justice Court requested a $200 secured appearance bond. The court's going to affirm that, all right? So on this second case, $200 secured appearance bond. Additionally, no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victim. And again, just make sure that you go over, you read, and understand all of the release conditions in your paperwork, okay? All right, thanks so much, sir.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too. All right, we're just going to take a quick break, and I'm going to go off the record for 1 second. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. All right, may I have Kevin Shahil Osuna, please? Hello. All right, may I have your name and date of birth?
Kevin Osuna, 8/13/1996.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Mr. Osuna, I have you here on one matter. It is a matter alleging one new offense. It is unlawful flight from law enforcement, which is a Class 5 felony. The court has found probable cause as to that allegation and has appointed you an attorney. You have a status conference on November 17th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on November 20th, also at 8:30 a.m. You are eligible for release, and the court is imposing the following terms. The court is imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. If you post that bond and are released, you will be released to pretrial services, and before you are released from jail, they will fit you with an electronic monitoring unit device, okay? Additional very important terms apply. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate any contact with any complainants or witnesses. So specifically, that would include any witnesses, including the passenger in your car at the time of the alleged offense, all right? No weapons, no drugs without a license, and no driving without a license. All of these terms will be on your paperwork, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Vega, please. Hello, may I have your name and date of birth?
Joseph John Leba, 5/20/1982.
Thank you. So I have you here on two matters. They are both probation violation matters, okay? So the first one is in your criminal case CR 2023-140825. In that case, you have an underlying conviction for possession of drug paraphernalia in that case, and you are alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation in that. The court is appointing you an attorney. You have a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on November 17th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. You're eligible for release. The court is imposing the following terms: a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a license, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. The second matter is also a probation violation warrant in criminal case CR 2025-116-386. That is the criminal case that you're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. You are alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5 of that probation. The court is appointing you an attorney in this matter as well. You have the same court dates. They are a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on November 17th at 8:30 a.m. You're eligible for release. The court is imposing identical terms as the court imposed in your first matter, including a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500, and then all of those additional release terms that I mentioned before. So please make sure that you read your paperwork and comply with all of the release conditions. Thank you, sir. Reynaldo Romero. Hello, may I have your name and date of birth?
Rinaldo Francisco Romero, April 2nd, 1980.
Thank you so much. I have you here on one matter. It is a failure to appear warrant out of the city of Peoria. That's on a case involving 2 counts of DUI. Both are Class 1 misdemeanors. The court is appointing an attorney to represent you, and that will be appointed later by the city of Peoria. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on November 13th at 9 a.m. Please remember that's in Peoria, and the court address will be on your paperwork. You're eligible for release in this matter. When Peoria issued the warrant, they requested a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. The court is affirming that. So you'll have the secured appearance bond in the amount of $500, as well as the other written release terms that include no drugs without a prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid driver's license. Okay? Thank you very much, sir. Jesse Christensen. Hello, may I have your name and date of birth?
Jesse William Christensen,
Your date of birth?
August 8, 1970.
Okay, thank you. Sir, I have you here on one matter. It is a probation violation warrant in criminal case CR 2023-07295. That is a case in which you were convicted for possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation in that matter. The court has appointed an attorney to represent you, and you have the following court date. It is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition on November 17th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. You are eligible for release. When this warrant issued, the issuing judge did request a bond, a secured appearance bond, in the amount of $750. This court, for today's purposes, is affirming that bond. In addition to that secured appearance bond, you will have other important terms of release that will all be written down. Among those include no possession of any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a license, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott Case, please. May I have your name and date of birth, sir?
Yes, Scott Case, 5/13/60.
Thank you. Sir, I have you here on one matter. It is a failure to appear warrant on a case involving charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, and failure to provide your name to law enforcement, a class 2 misdemeanor. Okay. The court is appointing an attorney to represent you and is going to set future court dates. When this warrant issued, after you failed to appear, the issuing judge did request a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. I am inclined to affirm that bond amount unless, sir, you have some extenuating circumstances that caused you to miss your court date.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. My court date, okay, I don't hear really well. I'm an old man, and it was affirmed and everything else. It was December 4th, not November 4th. And consequently, when I called my attorney this morning, he said, well, we can go ahead and take care of that, and he's going to quash the warrant. And on top of that, I said, well, okay, you know, the circumstances are I have affirmative, a new place to live. You know, I've got different circumstances, different people that I associate with. I've reestablished my my references to my church and what have you.
Okay, give me one moment, sir.
Pardon?
Give me one moment.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this one's going to be a reprint. Okay, sir. The court has appointed you an attorney, and your next court dates are going to be, well, actually, it's just one. It's November 17th at 8:30 a.m. That is a probation, revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing. So again, that's November 17th at 8:30 a.m., and the court address is going to be on your paperwork. All right?
Yes.
Now,
that was
you
also...
you have your attorney's contact information, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I talked to him this morning.
Okay, and so if I release you without a bond, do you promise to maintain contact with your attorney and go to court on November 17th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This is my last out of a long line of things to get
So,
verified.
I'm sure you know this, but if you fail to appear at that November 17th hearing, I'm almost certain that the court will impose a bond, okay, if they have to issue another warrant. So please keep your paperwork, go to court on the 17th, contact your probation office, go to court on the 17th, contact your attorney, and make sure that you follow all of the release conditions that are written on your paperwork. Okay?
Yes, he expressed that very specifically to me.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Yeah, and your paperwork is right there with the officer, okay?
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mia Martinez, please. Can I have your name and date of birth?
Mia Genesia Martinez at 050906.
Thank you. Ms. Martinez, I have you here on one matter, all right? And it involves two allegations of new offenses, one count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The court has found probable cause as to both of those allegations. The court is appointing you, just give me 1 second. That one needs to be reprinted too. Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. I'm sorry about that. All right, so two new allegations, assault and disorderly conduct, okay? Your next hearing is November 19th at 1 p.m. That's at the Buckeye Municipal Court, all right? So you are eligible to be released, and the court is imposing the following terms, all right? So the first is the court is imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000, right? Because the court is imposing a bond, the court is also going to appoint you an attorney. Typically, for these types of charges, a court-appointed attorney, these charges aren't eligible for one. But because the court is imposing a bond, an attorney will be appointed to help you with that bond issue if you need to, if you need that. Other terms of your release include you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, okay? Is that by chance your residence?
It is. I was actually going to ask you because in the midst of everything happening, I was on.
So let me caution you, okay? So you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say about these allegations or the circumstances surrounding it could be against you.
It's about, I was actually going to ask if in the midst of all of it, I was in the process of moving back to California. Am I still able to do that? And like, if I go back to California, like I will be here for court.
Let me just say this. So today's the 10th. So first of all, the court will authorize you to go back to the residence, the scene of the alleged crime, one time for civil standby. That's to be accompanied by the police department, okay? And that's for you to retrieve your personal belongings.
Okay.
But aside from that, no going back there, no contact with any victims, witnesses, no weapons, no drugs without a prescription. And in terms of moving, at this time, you are not authorized to leave the state. Your hearing, though, is only in 9 days, okay? And again, you will be appointed an attorney to assist you with the release terms. So speak with them about that, and it's very possible that you could get permission from Buckeye Municipal Court to go out of state and perhaps appear at future court dates telephonically or come back into the state, but that's something that you'll have to work out with them at your hearing. All right? Okay, thank you. All right, we're just going to take one quick break. All right, everyone, thank you again for your patience. May I have Trevion Griffin? May I have your name and date of birth?
Trevion Griffin, September 6, 1995.
Thank you. All right, sir, I have you here on one matter, all right? It is a case involving 5 allegations of new offenses. They are 4 counts of possession of a forgery instrument. All are Class 4 felonies. And 1 count of offering a forgery instrument to another, a Class 4 felony. All right, so in total, 5 Class 4 felonies. The court has found probable cause as to all of those allegations and has appointed you an attorney. All right. You have a status conference on November 17th at 8:30 a.m. You also have a preliminary hearing on November 20th, also at 8:30 a.m. Both of those hearings will be downtown. You're eligible for release, okay? And the court is imposing the following terms. So the court is imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. Additional terms of release are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any of the alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, no drugs without a prescription, no driving without a driver's license. Make sure you read all of those release conditions. Again, those will be written down in your paperwork, as will your next court hearings, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Francesca Demopoulos, please. May I have your name and date of birth?
Francesca Demopoulos, January 18, 1998.
Okay. So, ma'am, I have you here on one matter. It is an allegation of a new charge. So 1 count of reckless driving, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. The court has found probable cause as to that allegation, and you have an arraignment hearing on December 1st at 9:30 a.m. at the Kyrene Justice Court. Given the nature of this particular charge, you're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney, so you are free to hire an attorney if you choose, but in any event, your next hearing is December 1st at 9:30 a.m. Certainly, this is just an allegation, and you are presumed innocent. However, the nature of the allegation gave me pause because if it was true, it would have presented significant risk to the community, so people on the roadway. And so, frankly, I did consider imposing a bond in your case. I do see here, though, that you don't have a criminal history. So, the court is going to release you on your own recognizance, all right? Your terms of release include not having any contact with the arresting officers, not initiating contact, and not driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. So please drive very safely. Don't drive without a valid license, and go to your next court date on December 1st at 9:30 a.m. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy, can we have everyone cleared? And then could we have Ray Hollis, please? Hello, sir. Could I have your name and date of birth, please?
Ray Hollis, 7260.
Thank you. All right, sir. I have you here on one matter. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that matter is a grand jury warrant. That's for a case involving one charge, a failure to register as a sex offender. That's a Class 4 felony. The court has appointed an attorney to represent you, and you have a arraignment hearing on November 18th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. When the grand jury issued the warrant, issued the indictment and the corresponding warrant, the grand jury requested a bond in the amount of $1,000. That is a cash-only bond. You are eligible for release in this case, and the court is imposing the following terms. So the court is going to affirm that cash-only bond in the amount of $1,000. If you post that and are released, before you are released from custody, you will be fitted with an electronic monitoring unit, okay? And you will have to comply with that and with pretrial services pending your next hearing. Additionally, you must comply with all sex offender registration and identification laws. There are other terms of release, including no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no driving without a license, and all of that will be written down in your paperwork. Okay?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Your Honor, the reason why I've been in Dallas for 7 months. I had some swelling on my brain. So I had to go down there because the specialist was in Dallas, in Texas. So I wasn't.
I am not unsympathetic to that, sir. Give me just one moment. So the offense date that is listed on the grand jury warrant is back from September 25th, 2019. Okay? So I don't want you to say anything about anything involving this or the circumstances around it. I am going to affirm that bond for today. All right? You do have your next hearing in just about a week. You will have an attorney for that hearing. You can discuss these health issues with your attorney, and the two of you can decide whether or not to try to readdress your release terms. Okay. Thank you. All right, Deputy, Brian Prowl is not in the courtroom. Can you let me know why? My notes here are that he's a danger to himself or others. Okay, and could not be transported. All right, so we will do that in-house. For the record, Mr. Prowl is here on one matter. That includes allegations of new charges, 2 counts of aggravated assault as Class 3 felonies, and 1 count of aggravated assault as a Class 5 felony. The court has found probable cause as to the allegations, is appointing counsel, and is setting a status conference for November 17th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing on November 20th at 8:30 a.m. Release conditions will include a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. If bond is posted, Mr. Powell shall not be released from custody until he is fitted with an electronic monitoring unit, and he must abide by the terms of that and all the other terms from pretrial services. No contact with the alleged victim, any complainants, witnesses, or arresting officers, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no driving without a valid license. I will, as I stated previously, go back and speak with him and conduct the IA in the back. If anything changes, the final orders will be reflected in the written orders. And with that, we will go off the record.